Super Bowls. Here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Jameis going to look to throw right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of pulling him up defensively. And that brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming up with a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. The Saints at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The first down throw for Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Jackson on first down. And he'll just get rid of it. This defense for the Saints, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Jackson now. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense got pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there. They'll run with Dobbins. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is when you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5-yard to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, he would go to the air.
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Jackson's going to keep it. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have because I think they're looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action now. Winston. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Winston now from the 50. They'll get this out to Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
That's complete to Troutman, right side. Powering forward. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes we get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. They go play action. Winston. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they are on the board, trailing down 6-3. So Charles, they get to their first turnover of the game, and then make it a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They have to leave what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Jackson, a final shot before break. He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now left side on the swing pass. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rogers' numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. For a graduate of the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
To throw again on second down. Winston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the runner crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You got to think this sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the call has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That's the former Buckeye Pete Warner getting the sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
13, Saints 3. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third and long for Winston. Thomas brings it in. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
A gain of 15 yards. Brings up fourth down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Going quickly out to the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jameis again. Looking long for Thomas. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge. Jackson running again. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Let's go on the extra point. And now things get a little more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 28. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here right at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Now Winston. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's good.
Winston to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Jackson to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because if he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Now Jackson. He's got a man, complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter play.
First down, Ravens.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. And
he's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down over about the 49-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first, just to get it one there. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football.